The Fate series is undoubtedly one of the most annoying animes to get into because there are so many iterations to it, from the mobile game, the anime, the spicy visual novels, to the regular visual novels, to the light novels. There's just so much to get into and look up that it's just overwhelmingly, and it just turns a lot of people away. But if you want to still get into it, I'll tell you this, it's not that difficult. Now, just to give you a quick rundown of what the Fate series is, it's pretty much a Fortnite battle royale where it has these people known as mages, or these masters, that spawn in these servants who are essentially these heroic spirits, some not very heroic, but these heroic servants are pretty unique when they come in their own type of tales or mythologies. For instance, you have Hercules from the Greek mythology. You also have Quetzalcoatl from the Aztec god temple, the sun god. You also have Arturia, King Arthur, but she's a female. That is just pretty much a quick rundown. You have these mages who spawn in these servants that fight each other to the death to get the Holy Grail that grants the winner a specific wish. Now, these wishes aren't going to be very direct. They're not actually going to give you what you want. It kind of gives you like that genie twist type of thing. You really do have to be careful when asking for a wish. And that pretty much applies to every Fate series that you see. It's going to have that core aspect of the Fate Holy Grail War, and it runs throughout the entire franchise. Now, here's the thing. Not every Fate series or Fate franchise or Fate continuity connects with one another. Some do while others don't. Now, if you want to know which ones, I'll tell you this right now. The Fate's Grand Order sticks with Fate's Grand Order by itself. Anything that's Fate's Grand Order is, you know, their own bubble. Then you have Fate's Unlimited Blade Works, which is another bubble that just don't correspond with one another. This one right here will not correlate with this one right here. And if it does, then I am completely wrong. I'm a fraud, and you get to unfollow or drop a dislike. And if I am wrong, make sure to leave it down in the comments. This is just my perspective and how I view the series, just so I wouldn't feel overwhelmed. That's pretty much the easiest way to look at the Fate series. You just pick one that tickles your fancy, watch it all the way through in the order in which the anime was released in. Not what you see on Google when you type in how to watch the Fate series. I would just recommend watching it in the order in which it was released in, corresponding to the dates. For example, this is just all hypothetical, but if you wanted to get into the Fate's Unlimited Blade Works series, I would highly recommend one. Let's say again, hypothetical, came out in 2010. The following one that you want to watch is 2011, 12, 13, and then so on and so forth. The reason why I'm saying this, especially for Unlimited Blade Works, is because some people like to put Fate Zero first, and then you get into the Unlimited Blade Works series, and it just kind of ruins the whole narrative perspective of the anime. I just, again, really highly recommend watching Unlimited Blade Works, what comes after that, and then Zero and all that stuff. It's really not that complicated. Just watch it by the corresponding date and you'll be fine. Now, I will say this though, if you want to get into the Monogatari series, that is an entirely different story because the release order just doesn't make sense or correspond with the light novel release order, and it's just overly complicated. So that one I do recommend searching up how to watch, because if you don't, you're going to be lost, especially with some characters. There will be mentions to them, but they won't be shown, or they'll cover an arc but it's behind. It's just stupid, and yeah, it's one of the biggest critiques that I have with the anime, but it's still a good anime nonetheless. But back to Fate, it's all their own universe type deal, but I will say that the Fate series does borrow a lot of character models. For example, Rin from Unlimited Blade Works looks very similar, if not the exact same person, to Fate Grand Order Ishtar. They look exactly the same if you put them one by one. Now, this has no correlation to it whatsoever. It's just a happenstance. I guess they were lazy. I don't know the real explanation as to why. I'm assuming fan service. They couldn't pick a specific character model, so they just used the fan favorite. But one thing that I will say that is overly complicated when it comes to the Fate series is that, as I mentioned earlier, there are mobile games, visual novels, spicy visual novels, if you're into that actually do carry lore. And if you like that, you're welcome. Drop a like and subscribe because I'm your man. Anyways, the one thing that I will say that it's very annoying is that if you want to get to Fate Grand Order, if you want to continue the story or know more about the story, you do have to play the mobile game, which is absolutely buns because I don't want to waste my time playing the game. I just want to watch some anime. That's all I really want to do. And for example, again, Fate's Unlimited Blade Works or Fate Zero, there is a visual novel corresponding to that. But if you're into specific things like time hopping, Fate Grand Order is your go-to. If you want to get into just a simple battle royale that's very dark, Unlimited Blade Works, the Stay Night movies would be your go-to. If you're into lollies, you're going to jail, but there is one for that as well. And it's just a bunch of variations of it. And honestly, I can just say have fun with just watching whatever one. It's made in a way where you just pick your favorite plot, your favorite cast. Now, honestly, my favorite one is the Unlimited Blade Works one, as well as the Carnival Phantasm, and of course the Grand Order. I know there are a lot more. I just really don't want to bother into it. Now, I will say that there is another one releasing called Fate Strange Fake, which is pretty unique in a way because there is a master that is a wolf, a dog. I think it has been a while since I've watched the first episode because every single episode that does release takes about a year for it to come out for only 24 minutes, which is annoying, but I can see why, because they are releasing each episode with a corresponding light novel that is coming out. But yeah, it's not that difficult to get into the Fate series. Again, I wouldn't recommend searching up the watch orders. Just watch whatever they came out and what date, and that's it. Yeah, have a good time watching it. Yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. People really do complain about a lot of things, and one of them is the Fate series, but again, it's not that overwhelming when you really do just pick a random series and continue on with it. But yeah, if you've made it this far into the video, I appreciate y'all for hanging around and sticking by. And if you want to see more videos like this, why not drop a like and subscribe, as I am going to be trying to post every single day. And if I don't, then sorry. Anyways, y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll see y'all next time. Adios.